All right, guys, welcome back once again. My name is Kobe, and this is SkyTech Digital. Now, for those of you who are new over here, we started creating this particular website over here, which is a social media website, just like the way Facebook and other social media platforms work. This is how it looks like, and we did almost everything to set up the website, and we have a social media platform working over here. So we set up the themes and the plugins that run the social media platform, and then we also set up our menus and then all the things that we have to do, and then we created one post over here, and then also we did the main landing page. When somebody is not logged in, this is where the person will be will land in over here, and then we set up the other pages, which is the register page and then also the sign in page for the website. So this one alone can get you started. It can put you on to any social media that you want to create, but we are going to do certain things over here. For now, this particular page is not responsive. If you look at it on mobile, it's not responsive, so we have to make sure that, see, as you can see, it is not responsive. So we have to make sure that we make this one responsive, and then after that we also go ahead to we'll add verification function. We're going to add chat function. We'll also add our terms and conditions function, so that when somebody is on the sign up page or on this sign in page, the person can be able to easily see the sign in page, the terms and condition pop up over there. Okay, let me show you how it works. Like, so if we going to look at how this one works, I'm going to pick this one over here. I'm going to copy this is the one that we are looking on it to create what we want. So I'm going to open it in a new incognito over here, and I'm going to just open it just like this one over here. And if, let's say, we're going to sign up over here, so we click on, let's say, join now over here, and then this is the join now page. Now you see over here we have terms and of service and then privacy policy over here. So when I click over here, see, this is the pop-up that shows over here. This is what I'm talking about, how we can be able to create this particular one. And then we also have privacy policy also over here. This is what we are talking about. So basically we have to make sure that everything is set up for the website to run properly. Okay, now for about page and all those petty contact page and all those things, I'm not going to tackle it. You have to if you know how to use Elementor, as we have been able to use Elementor to basically design the home page, you can be able to use it to design any other page that you want to design. So I'm not going to tackle it, but then I'm going to just focus on how the whole functionality of the whole website really works, the social media really works. So that is it. So for those of you who are new over here, this is what we are creating. We're gonna create, we have already started creating it. If you haven't watched it, go ahead and watch it. As you can see, if somebody is not logged in, the person will be asked to log in over here. Okay, so the person will be asked to log in. The person can also use Google to also log in, and then when the person logs in, the person goes to the social feed over here, or the news feed over here, and that is it. Also, we will learn how you can be able to add the social media over here. Let me just log out, and then you're gonna see how we also learn how you can be able to when you click on sign in over here, you learn how we can be able to add the social media or the Google login over here. I'll show you step by step how you can be able to also create this thing also over here. So basically that is all what we're going to do. Let's jump into it and then go straight away on how we can be able to turn this page and make it mobile responsive. So the last place that we left was on this particular page over here. So we're going to make sure that this page is mobile responsive. Okay, so that's exactly what we want to do. So over here, what we will do is we're going to click on this particular main container over here, and I'm going to just go ahead and click on tablet over here, and this is how it looks like. Okay, so as you can see, this is how the tablet looks like. So what I will do is I'll just scroll down, okay, come here to the layout, and then just reduce the the main height a little bit to something like this. Okay, something like this. And then I'll come to this particular heading text over here, and then I also reduce the size a little bit. So I'm going to reduce the size like this, and I think all of them is quite okay. So with this heading text also, we're going to just leave it like that. And then over here, let's go to the main container over here. Also we can decide to, or with this particular main container here, let's look at this particular, we can decide to give it a left and right padding. Okay, so I'm going to just unlink the padding and give it a left and right padding of, let's say 20 on the left, on the right, and 20 on the left. Okay, so it's going to be something like this, and I think it's quite okay. Now give it a bottom also of 50. Okay, so it is quite okay. Now let's go to the mobile side. The mobile side is also looks like this, not responsive at all. So what we're going to do is we're going to click over here and then also reduce the height a little bit to something like this. I want you people to see this place, and then I'm going to click over here and go over here and then also reduce this one to like 18. Okay, and what I will do is I'll click on this particular container over here, and then also just take away the padding and then give it a different padding of, let's say 20 all around. Okay, so I'm going to give it 20 all around, and then this particular text over here, I'll reduce the size. So I'm going to reduce the size so that it will be very, very responsive. So if this is okay, you can choose as it is, but I'm going to just make it like 25. Okay, and then over here we can decide to leave it like this, or I want it to be side by side. So I'm going to go to this one, click over here, and then give it a padding of 0, come over here, and then also give it a gap of, let's say 10, and as you can see, it looks great over here. So this is basically it. You can decide to reduce the size of the text also a little bit. So I'm going to go over here and then go to text over here, the typography. I'm going to make it like a 14. The same thing applies to this one over here. I also make this one 14. Okay, and then the gap between this one, I'll increase the gap to, let's say 20. Okay, so I think we are good. Yeah, I think we are good. And then also with let's see this container over here. I'm gonna come over here to this main container, and what I'll do is let me just make it like a 0 over here, and it's gonna be something like this. So I think we are good to go. And then I'll still look at this container over here, and instead of the 20, 50 and all those things, I'm gonna come over here and make it like a 10. Okay, so left and right 10, and then the bottom also I'll make it like a 50. Sorry, 50. All right, so now everything looks great, everything looks responsive, and we are good to go. So this is how it looks on mobile. Okay, this is how it looks on mobile. Now another responsive aspect also that we have to work out is the this toggle over here, the mobile side, this particular one. So we have to make sure that it looks good. So if you go to let's say the landing page over here, and you look at it on the mobile side, it's not the way we see it over here. So when I click over here, you see how this one looks very nicely clean. Let's do it the same thing for the other one also. So I'm going to close this one, and I'm going to come to here, and I'll click on customize. Okay, so I'm going to go to customize over here, and we want to customize the header and the footer to make sure that it is mobile also responsive. Even though we've created the header and the footer, we have to make sure that it is mobile responsive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go straight to mobile over here, and as you can see, this is how it looks on mobile. Now what I'll do is I'm going to click on header. Okay, and then I'm going to just click on this particular one and reduce the logo a little bit. Let's say with this one, I'm going to leave it at 200, but let's go to mobile over here and give it maybe 120. So this is how it's going to look like on mobile. Okay, And with a trigger also, if you like, you can go ahead and then style it the way you want it. So this is how it looks like. I'm just going to give it all black over here, and when you hover on it, it's going to give you this particular color over here. Now let's go to the off canvas. Now this is the off canvas. This particular one is the off canvas. See, you have menu over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click over here, and I'm going to add this HTML over here, put it on top over here, and inside this HTML we will add a media or a logo. Okay, so we're going to add this logo over here, and we'll set it over here. And what I'll do is I'll just just make it a little bit smaller like this, right? So if you click on it, it's gonna be something like this. And then we have this items also over here. Now with these items, I'm gonna click on this ranch icon over here, or the clock icon over the settings icon over here, and then what I'll do is I can decide to either move it this way or this way, but I think let me just leave it on the left, and then I'll come to design, and then I'll have to design it the way so the pop-up, I'm gonna make it all white. Okay, so all white like this, and then the close button, I'll make it you can make it blue if that's what you want. And then when somebody hover on it, let me just keep it this way, and yeah, I think this is okay. Now with the navigation, I also click on the settings icon over here and come over here and change from white to darker one over here. Come over here, and also when somebody hover on it, this is going to be like okay. So basically it's quite okay. So as you can see, this looks great, and we have a clean navigation over here. So this is how you can go ahead and then style it the way you want it. Now if you go to tablet mode, let's look at how it looks. It looks great on tablet mode also. With this one, I think we need more space over here. Okay, but I think everything is fine. Okay, now the only thing we have to do check it is the footer. So I'm gonna go over here, go to footer. Okay, so with the footer over here, as you can see, this is how it looks like. Okay, so I'm gonna click on bottom row over here, and then what I'll do is this is how it looks like. And let's see the layout. All right, so let's go to this one, that is this one. So with this one, the layout, we want it to be this way. Okay, we want it to be on top of each other. So I'm gonna come over here to footer navigation, and then go to general over here, and I'm gonna put it in the middle over here. Okay, now the same way applies to this particular copyright over here. Put it in the middle over here, and it looks great over here. Now let's go to the mobile side also. Now this is how it looks like. So with the footer navigation, what I'll do is I'll just come over here and then look at the typography over here. The size, let me go to this place, that is the this mobile icon over here, and then I'll reduce this one to 12 over here. I'll do same for this particular one also over here. The font, I'm also going to reduce it, go to mobile, and then reduce it to 12 also. So as you can see, it looks great over here. Now let me go back to the bottom over here, and let's see. So this is the minimum height, this is the bottom, and all those kind of stuff. So I think everything looks great. We can just go ahead and publish it. All right, so now that everything looks great, we are good to go. So now we have our mobile site looking great, and we can just close this one. And if you look at it on mobile, let's look at it on mobile and see how it looks like. All right, so it looks great, it looks good over here, everything looks fine. If you click over here, you see everything now looks fine over here, and that is how we want it. Okay, so now that we've done our mobile responsiveness and everything is okay, now what we're going to do is we want to add more or create more posts. Okay, so we want to create more posts. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to news feed over here, and let's just add more posts over here so that the timeline will be what will be great, will be nice. So I'm going to just click over here, and as you can see, we can add what we can attach photo. There's no media and all those things, okay, but let's try and then fix it. So I'm going to go back to the dashboard, and then I'm going to see how the media and all those things will be able to come to play. So let's go to BuddyBoss over here, go to settings. Now remember that we activated the component, that media component. So you see this is a media over here, so I'm going to click on it, and as you can see, you can allow all those things, and then allow members to upload media photos in private. So I'm going to do this forum also. I'm going to click on this one, and then you can set the upload size. So I'm going to set it to, let's say, 50 megabyte, okay. And then over here, you can also allow members to upload documents. So you can enable this one, group messages and all those things. You can also allow this one, and this one also I'll set it to 50 megabyte, okay. Now when you come to videos also, you can also allow members to upload videos, messages, all those things. Just activate all of them, and then over here I'll just make it 100 megabyte, okay. So, or maybe let's say 50 megabyte for all of them, right? So that whatever your video is, you have to make sure that you reduce it to this size over here. All right, so let's go to emojis also. We can also allow members to also use emojis in their groups, in their messages, and then also in forums, okay. And then for animated gifs, you can put in your API key, Giphy API key over here. Just go ahead and then connect it, create an app over here, and then connect it over here. It's very simple to do. I'm not wasting my time over here, but you can just go ahead and do that. Now for media, security and performance, symbolic links. So enable symbolic links if you are having issue with media display trying to use this option. So you have to enable this one. So symbolic links don't seem to work on your server, please contact BuddyBoss. So if it doesn't work on your server, you contact BuddyBoss over here. So if it is disabled, just try to enable it and see how it works, and then we try to save all of them. Now let's go back to our newsfeed. Remember that when we clicked over here, we only have these two things, but when we let's say refresh it, let's see what we are having now. So let's click over here, and as you can see, we have a lot of things over here. So we have emojis, we have documents, we have video, and then we have what attachment also over here. Now let's try and then just add some links over here. So let's say I want people to go to my website, which is templateseller.com, where we sell templates over there. So I can just say maybe visit template seller for all your ready made Elementor templates, right? So I'll just put this one over here, and then I'll just put in template sellers website link over here, templateseller.com, okay. And then I should be able to it should, let me see, yeah, so this should be able to work. And then let's see, it's not working. So let's see how it behaves. If it doesn't work, then we know how to. So the link is not is not working over here. Now let's go to the back end over here and see if there is a settings. I know there is a setting over here which helps you to be able to activity. Let me go to activity. Let's go to activity. I'll edit. Okay, so let's go over here, and then yeah, this is what we want to activate, link previews. Okay, so click on this one to activate link preview, and then relevant activity. So you can restrict the activity feed to only relevant posts which is relevant to the the logged in user. So maybe members logged in, their connections, their everything will be only be able to see the activities. But for now we don't have much members over here, so I'm going to just leave this one as it is. And then I think that is all. So what I'll do is you can also allow members to edit the activity, and then over here you can set time to, let's say I'm going to set it to 1 hour over here. And then when I scroll down, you can also allow members to edit their comment, and then also I'm going to set it to 1 hour over here. And then you can also enable topics in activity feed. You can also make topic required and all those kind of stuff. And then you can also create or add new topics over here. BuddyBoss platform, you can member changes their profile and all those things, it can appear in feed, okay, if you wanted to do so. And then even if you want WordPress post to appear in feed, you can also do so. But I'm going to just click on save settings over here, and that is it. Now let's go back to the activity feed over here, and now let's refresh this one. Okay, so because we've already done this one, it's not going to happen. But let's go over here and then just just add the same thing that we added over here. So I'm just going to copy this one, and I'm going to click over here and just add the same thing over here. And as you can see the link preview is what is working over here. So it's going to pick up the preview of the link that you've had. So if the person have set up proper link over here, it's going to preview it over here. I don't know why it's showing no no page found, but yeah, the link preview works over here. I need to check out why the website is saying no page found. But of course you can go ahead and post it, and then as you can see, this is how the link preview works. So as you can see, you can go ahead and do whatever it is that you have to do. Now let's say let me go to, let's say, one of my YouTube channels over here and pick a link from my YouTube channel. But let me just pick the link from this place, this particular website. I don't want to go to the channel just like whilst I'm here. Let me just see if I could just see the link over here. I cannot see it over here, right? There's no link over here. Okay, so this is a YouTube link over here. So I can copy the video URL over here and come back over here and then just paste it over here, and then I can go ahead. Okay, so I don't know why this one did not work, but let me just go over here and paste it over here. And as you can see, I was supposed to wait for it to work before. Now I can delete this one and go ahead and post it. Okay, so as you can see, this is how it works. So that is it. Now of course you can also add images. You can add anything that you want to add. So you can attach images also over here. Go ahead and pick any image that you want to attach. I'm gonna go ahead and go into Vibely over here, and I will say Paris. I'll pick this image over here which says Paris, whatever it is. So let's say we are live in Paris this summer. Okay, so we are live in Paris this summer. You can add more images if you want to. You can go ahead and add more images. Let me just add this friends forever then over here. Okay, so as you can see, this is how it is, and then we can go ahead and then post it. Okay, so you see this one which is what we cannot view it over here. I don't know why it's saying this, but there is a setting in BuddyBoss that fixed that thing. So let's go to activity media over here. Let's go to media over here and check it. So let's go to media security and performance. Now I'm gonna I don't want to enable this one. So it says what if you are having issues with media display, try disabling this option. So because we are having issues with the media display over here, we'll try to disable it. Okay, so we will disable it, and then we'll come back to our news feed over here, refresh the website, and as you can see, our media is now showing properly over here, and that is exactly what we want. So this is how you can be able to create posts and all those things. It's very simple, just like the way Facebook really works. Okay, so now that we've finished creating posts and other stuff, I also want to add some extra things to it. So we want to add groups, we want to add a lot of things. So now if you go to groups over here, you can go ahead and click on add groups. So as you can see, sorry, we don't have any group over here, so let's go ahead and create groups. Okay, so we're going to create a new group. Now what is the name of the group? We want to say maybe WordPress lovers. Okay, so WordPress lovers, and then we say this group is for all WordPress lovers. Okay, so we click on create over here. All right, so we go to setting over here, and then is it going to be a public or private group? So if it is private or public or hidden, you can set it over here. And then also all group members, you can who you can be added to the group. You say maybe all members. And then activity feed, which members of this group are allowed to post into the feed. All of them. Group photos, all group, everything is correctly over here. I'm not going to change anything. I'll just go and then click on next step over here. So over here it says create a discussion forum to allow members of this group to communicate in a structured bulletin board style fashion. It's okay. I'm going to just say yes and then click on next over here. Also over here we can upload a photo over here, so I'm going to go ahead and click on photos over here. So let me see if I could have a photo that really depicts what we want to do. So we don't have any kind of photo over here, but I'm going to go to downloads and see if I can get any photo. So this is WordPress, but I don't like the way the icon is, so I'm going to go ahead and see if I could get any kind of image. I'm not seeing any image that really depicts what I want. Let me click on this one also and see there's no image over here, but of course we can just go ahead and then upload any image just to make sure that we have. Let me scroll down and see. I'm supposed to have an image. I want to see if I could have any. Yeah, so I'm going to use this one over here. So I'm going to add this one over here and see. So this is it. I'll just click on crop over here, and as you can see, this is how it looks like. So I'm going to go to the next step over here, and then we want to add a cover image over here. So we can just click on add photos over here, and then with this one also we can look through what we want to use. So let me see. Okay, so let me go into this folder over here and see if I could get here. So I'm gonna get either this one or this one, so anything over here. So I'm going to just use this one, and we just upload it over here. So basically this one is quite okay, and we're going to go to the next step, which is to invite people. So you can have invitations over here, but we don't have any members on the website, so we're going to just click on finish over here. Okay, so we've created one group over here, which is WordPress lovers, and it was created by me over here, and as you can see the group comes over here. Okay, now let's go ahead and create another group also. So I'm going to go to groups over here, and as you can see, this is our group. I'm going to create another group, which I'll say maybe anything that you want to create. So let's just say let's say no coding website. no coding website. So that is what the name. So this is for all AI no coding website lovers. Okay, so for those of you who use Lovable and all those kind of stuff, you can join this group also. So we're gonna click on create group, and then it's also going to be public and all those things. We're going to click on next step over here, and then we will also add forum also to it. So I'm just going to click on next, then we add a photo also to it. So I'm going to just come over here, just add any photo. So let's say I will just click on this one, use this Vibely over here, crop it and say it's okay. I'll click on next over here, and then I'll also use any of the images over here. So I'm going to use any of the images over here. So let me use this image over here. All right, so I'll click on next over here, and then I'll click on finish. Okay, so now as you can see, we have two groups. So we have two groups over here, this one and this one, and it's looking great, right? It's looking great. So as you can see, these are the two groups also over here. Okay, so now that we have these two groups created, now we know how to create a group. Now let's go to forums. So how do we create a forum and all those kind of stuff? So you see, this, because we created groups and then we said the groups should be able to create a forum. These are the forums over here. We have the no code website, and then we have the WordPress lovers. Now let's go over here and then enter the forum, and then let's start a discussion. So we're going to start a new discussion over here, and then give it a title, which maybe say maybe how to create a website in 2025, and then I'll put it so and say is WordPress a must use tool or software, and then you can just give your description over here. So let's say in 2025, is it okay to use WordPress in creating websites? So you can enter your tags and all those things, and then you can even enter an image for it, and then you can click on post over here. All right, so as you can see, this is it, and this is the description over here. Now this particular thing behaves specifically like how do I say it, like Quora and all those kind of stuff. Okay, so this is how Quora behaves. You can see people. The only thing is you don't see upvotes and all those things, but you can see whoever replies. You can see the number of people who is talking in this particular forum and all those kind of stuff. So basically everything works perfectly. So you can add a reply, you can subscribe to this particular question over here, you can add it to your favorite, and that is it. So this is how you can also create forum for your website. All right, so now that we've been able to learn how to create groups and forums, now it is the time for us to add users to this particular website. So how do we add users to this particular website? Now I'm going to open this website in a new incognito like I did over here, and let me just delete this one. So this is the subdomain that we are working on, but this is the actual website that we are working on. So as you can see, this is it. So this is a new website over here. Now I'm going to add sign up to with a new account over here. So I'm going to go to sign up over here, and then I want to create a login. So I'm going to go ahead and then just fill in some details over here. So let me just go ahead and use this particular one over here, kitechdigital.com@gmail.com, and then I'll just confirm my email over here. Choose a password for it, confirm the password, and then go ahead to enter my name. So I'll say Kobe, then last name Evans, then nickname Kobe, and then I'll go ahead to click on agree. Okay, and because we haven't set up a terms and condition, if you click over here, it's going to be empty over here. We have to set it up. So I'm going to just click on create account, and as you can see, it says what before you can log in, you need to confirm your email address via the email we just sent you. So we need to check our email and then confirm the email address. So I'm going to just go ahead and confirm it and get back to you. Alright guys, so this is the email I got over here, which says I should be able to click over here to activate my account. Now I copied this one, and then I'm going to use the same browser that we are using. So as you can see, this is the link over here, and you get this one over here which says what activation key. Okay, so just go ahead and click on activate, and we will go to what activate. So your account was activated successfully. You can now log in with the username and password you provided when you sign up. So we're gonna go ahead and click on login over here, and as you can see, we can go ahead and then enter the email that we used. Okay, so I'm just going to come over here and then delete this one and enter the password I use, and then go ahead and click on login. All right, so guys, as you can see, your account is now live or active over here, and this is all the posts that we have on the website. Now, because this post does not really matter to us, we can decide to restrict the website in such a way that post that really matters to us, because we are not friends with these people, but we see their posts and all those things, which to me I think is not nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my WordPress dashboard, okay, over here, and then for the activity feed over here, or the activity, I'm going to go ahead and say that just relevant activity. Okay, so restrict the activity feed directory to only posts that are relevant to the logged in member. So I'm going to go ahead over here and then take this box over here and go ahead and click on save settings over here. All right, so now we are good to go. So now that we are good to go, if you come over here to the website over here, and then we refresh it, now you see we don't have anything over here. Nothing is what relevant to us, so we don't have over here. But let's go ahead and then go to also try to send, or just do something over here. So we can go ahead and say maybe hi, I am new here, anyone to connect with. So you can go ahead and you can even add your photo or whatever it is that you want to add to it to make it really nice and all those kind of stuff. So let me just go ahead and use this image over here, and I can go ahead and click on post, and as you can see, we have one post over here. Okay, now let's go to members and then try to add new member. So we will follow this guy and then we will connect with the person. So we want to connect with the person. We want to make sure that the person connects with us. So once we send a friend request, let's go back to here, go to our news feed over here, and then refresh it and see we're going to have one notification, or some notifications over here. So as you can see, we have notifications. We can click over here, and then it says what Kobe has sent a connection over here, and then Kobe is also what following us. So I'm going to just go ahead and click on this one and then accept the the request. And once the request is accepted, if I go to the news feed, you see that all the things that Kobe posted will now show in my news feed over here. And if I go to the other ones also over here and I go to the news feed, you're gonna see that all things related to the vibe admin guy that I didn't want to see, now I can see it because he's my friend. Okay, and that is it. So I can go ahead and even check out this discussion from WordPress lovers. I can even go ahead and join the group. I can join the group. So as you can see, I can join the group over here. Now we have one member over here. Okay, I can go to the forum to also check out the discussions. That is, so you see we have one discussion over here. I can go ahead and then view the discussion or reply. Okay, so I can also go ahead and then start a new discussion if I want. But let me go ahead and click on reply and then say yes, WordPress is definitely the go-to. Definitely, is that how they spell definitely? Okay, so it should be I over here. Okay, definitely the go-to platform for creating any kind of website. So as you can see, we can go ahead, you can even add images and all those things and go ahead and publish. So it has been updated over here. Okay, so now if you refresh it, you're gonna see that we have one replies over here, and as you can see, this is one reply. So if I come to my side over here, the admin side over here, I could see that somebody replied also over here. I can go and check over here, and then go ahead and even also reply to this one. I can click over here, I can edit it because I created it, I can trash it, I can do a whole lot of things, and I'm the admin also, so I can also reply to the person. Okay, so basically that is how these things works. Okay, so you can also go ahead and reply to the person. Okay, oh, okay, thanks for your input. Okay, and click on post over here. So guys, as you can see, this is how it keeps going. So it will let people stay on your website for very long. Okay, so that is it. So let's go ahead. Now that we know how to create users and all those things, we can go ahead and then create more users. Okay, now there is also a tool at the back end of the BuddyBoss over here, which you can use to create more users. So if you go to tools over here, you can see that you can create or import members, you can import groups, you can import forums also over here. Okay, but the only thing I realize is when you try to import it gives you error and all those things, even though the import is done, but you get error, which you have to make sure sometimes even go to your cPanel to solve it up. So I'll just advise you, if you don't have access to your cPanel and all those things, to forget this one and then give yourself your own data that you want to input into the website. It says that some of these tools utilizes substantial database resources. Avoid running more than one import job at a time. So yeah, then I think that is why I had issues and other stuff. Okay, so if it is only members you want to import, just click over here and import this members also over here. If you only groups you want to import, click over here and import all the groups. If you only forums you want to import, just import the data for the the groups and all those things. And I think that is how it's going to work. All right, so there are a lot of things over here: community repair, for repair forums, import profile types, import forums, import media, and all those things. So you can check it out also over here. Now, one thing I love about this particular thing is when you go to let's go to the incognito over here. See that we have videos and let's say images and other stuff. When I click over here, let me refresh this one. Let me go to the home over here. Let me click on this one. Okay, So when I click on photos over here, every photo that has been uploaded, you're gonna see it over here, which is related to you. So your friends' photos and all those things, you're gonna see it over here. And if you have also videos over here, all videos that you have been able to you and your friends have been able to upload, you're gonna see it also over here. And that is one thing I love. The same thing applies to documents also. So all documents, maybe files and PDFs and other stuff, you're gonna see them over here. So it's great and it's nice also. One thing is, I will go over here and then also add myself into this particular group. I'm going to join this group and become a member so that I'll see the groups also over here. So yeah, I think I'm okay now. So now we've learned how to create groups, create forums, create users, make our website mobile responsive, create posts. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to add verification function and then chat function also to our website. So I'm going to go over here and then click on this one and go to plugins. So we're going to add some plugins also over here. So let's go to plugins over here. I'll click on plugins and then we're going to add some new plugins over. Before we add new plugins, I want to delete these two plugins over here. So I'm going to just go ahead and click on delete. Now as you can see, I am not using so many plugins. Okay, I'm just using some few plugins and the website is working fine. Okay, and this will make your website run faster, but we have to install some other new plugins. So the plugin that we're going to install, we have the for verification, we have this particular one, verified member for BuddyPress. Okay, now BuddyPress and BuddyBoss is like hand in hand. Okay, so some of their plugins work for BuddyBoss also. So we're gonna just go over here and put in verified member for BuddyPress, this particular one over here, and then we'll click on install. And before we activate it, we're also going to activate this particular one, which is better messages, live chat for WordPress, BuddyPress, Pipso, ultimate member, and then BuddyBoss. Okay, so if you look at what I've written over here, it says what better messages over here. So we're going to install this one also. So I'm going to just click over here and then install. Okay, so now that I have these two installed, I'll activate this one first, the verified member for BuddyPress. Okay, so it is installed over here. Now let's see how to how it will work. So if you go to your users over here, if you go to all users, you're gonna see that verification is now verified, is now over here. Now you can click and verify all of them if you want to. Okay, if you want to, but let's go to the newsfeed over here. And before even verify ourselves, we want to make sure that we profile and everything is what complete. So I'm gonna go to profile photo over here and then edit my profile over here and see if my last name, I'll say let me just give this one as Evans, and then this publicly name, I'm also going to say Evans, and then I'll click on save changes over here. All right, so I'll go to profile photo over here. Okay, and then I'm going to upload a profile photo. Okay, so I'm going to look for a profile photo and then just upload it. So let me just upload this one, and if it doesn't work, I'll just try to crop it here. So I'm gonna crop it this way. Yeah, so I'm gonna just crop it this way. Okay, so I'll crop it this way, and this is our profile photo over here. So as you can see, this is our profile photo over here. All right, so I'll click over here and then I'm gonna go to my profile over here. Okay, so this is our profile and this is how everything works. So this is your timeline, this is your connection, these are your groups, these are your photos. If you click over here, these are your email invites and your documents also over here. Okay, and it is active also over here. All right, so let's go into our website over here and let's go ahead and see how the settings for the BuddyBoss works. So this is BuddyPress, so I'm going to click on it and see this is a third party that plugin. So all third party plugins for BuddyBoss BuddyPress will will come over here. Okay, so for now we don't have any integrations over here, and I'm just going to leave it as it is over here. Now I'm going to go to the plugin that we installed, which is this one, installed plugin over here, and then a verified member. I'm going to go to its settings over here, and as you can see, this is the verified member settings over here. So verified roles automatically grant verification badge to the following roles. So if you want to grant verification badge to some roles, like for instance, somebody who is an administrator should automatically have a verification badge over here. And then we also want to enable verification requests. So we want to enable verification requests over. There are no verified member types. You need to create verification member types over here. I will leave that one as it is, and you can choose you know, anything that you want to choose over here. So if you create member types, if you create member types, you can be able to go ahead and then set up how do you call it, you know, this particular things, and then they should be able to you know, distinguish between who is this member and who is that member. Okay, that is it. And then also disable display unverified badge. If you want to display unverified badge also, you can do so, but I'm not going to do that. And then notifications over here, enable verified notifications. So you can send a BuddyBoss notification to the users when they get verified. Okay, and then enable unverified verification notification. So you can also send notification to the users when their verification status gets revoked. You can also do that. How do you want to display the verification? In all activities. So username, full name, all those things, you can, you know, use it. Displaying the widgets, displaying messages, you can display messages, displaying topics, replies, and all those things. I'm just going to just click on save changes for what we have done. And now if you go to the website over here and then refresh the website, we're going to see that, see, this one is what is verified. So as you can see, because we have what we have verified it, this one is verified. Now if I go over here and I go to this particular one and I refresh this one, I'm going to see that all you know, admin will be what will be verified. So as you can see, this is verified. Okay, so everything means that you know, it's good and everything is working properly well. All right, so how do this particular person also send verification invite? So let me go to its profile over here, and then as you can see, we have a new badge over here which says request verification. Okay, now we can request verification when we see that everything on their timeline and everything is what is genuine, is good. So we can just request verification. So let's say he wants to request verification request is sent over here. Now let me go over here and click over here and see if we have any verification notifications and all those kind of stuff. So let me go to users over here, and then all users over here, and then so you see this one is what this one is verified, this one is unverified. Okay, but this person has sent what a verification request, and you can see it over here. One user have recently requested to be verified, so you can see a view request over here, and this is the person who wants to be verified. Okay, so if you check the person and then you know, you feel like the person needs to be verified, you can go ahead and click on this one to verify the person. Okay, so let's say everything is fine. We want to verify the person, we can go ahead and verify the person. Okay, so you can also use bulk actions and all those things to verify the person. You can click over here and the person will be verified. So the person will be able to see their verification status when we refresh it, and as you can see, the person is what is verified over here. All right, so basically that is how you can be able to add verification. Now let's go to how to add chat function. Okay, so to add a chat function, we've already installed a plugin that allow us to add the chat function, which is the better messages over here. So real-time private messaging system for WordPress. So we're going to just go ahead and click on activate over here to activate it. So we're going to activate the beta messages, and then we are good to go. So I'm going to skip. All right, so you can go ahead and go through all the the settings over here, the messaging, fast, prevent creating multiple conversation with same member, force creating new conversation even if it is already existing, disable conversation with multiple participants, disable subject. Go through all these things and then make sure that everything is the way you want it. Okay, and then we're going to go to integrations. Also check and see whether all your integrations, everything that you want is what is showing. So show private messages link at members list. So I'm going to say yes, and then all right, so over here also it says what, only friends mode. So allow only friends to message each other, which is a good thing. And then mini widget, so enables mini widget friends list widget fixed at the bottom of browser window, which is also okay. Combined view, show friends in left column of combined view, and then mobile view, show friends as tab at the bottom of mobile view, which is also correct. So BuddyBoss, BuddyPress groups, so all groups that you have, you can be able to enable messages, mini widget, mobile side also. And then if you have the WebSocket license, you can be able to enable push notifications also over here. So I'm going to click on save changes over here, and then we go to the mini widget also. So let's go ahead and then go to mini widget also. So let's click over and see integrations over here. So as you can see, there are a lot of integrations over here. So all other integrations, ultimate member, pipso, fluent community, other plugins, and blah blah blah, all over here. I'm going to go to mini widgets also over here. So you can customize the mini widget. You can add close buttons also over here. Mini chat also, you can be able to make sure you get the WebSocket license to make sure that you get all these things done the way you want it. All right, so if you want audio call, video call and all those things, get the WebSocket license. And then for mobile also, enable full screen, auto open full screen, and you can decide to do that if you want to. Mobile chat at any page, you can enable it. Okay, and then position, I want to position it on left, and then let's say right, and then on-site, mobile on-site notification, automatic position, or always at the bottom. And then we also have margin at the bottom. And then don't show mobile chat for, if you don't want to show mobile chat for these people, you can decide to disable them. And then disable sender on enter for mobile chat. So you can disable sender for enter. So it means that when the sender press enter, it will not send the message. Okay, so we're going to just click on save over here. All right, so basically we are good to go. So you can go ahead, go through all these things. Okay, and there's even a short code that you can be able to even use to display the messages in some pages and other stuff that you want to display. All right, so now that we have this one done, we can test it out. So let's refresh the website and see our messages. So this is basically the messages over here, and we can be able to start a conversation with our friends and all those things. So for instance, let's look at our members over here and try to start a conversation with this guy over here. So click over here, and as you can see, we can go ahead to start a conversation with with Kobe. So just click over here and start hi, how are you. So you can, just click on this, and you see it goes straight away. And as you can see, we have our friends, we have our groups also over here. So when I click over here, these are my friends. I can chat them, I can do anything I want to do. When I click over here, these are the groups that I'm in. I can go ahead and then just also chat people in the group. So this is hi, how are you? Now if I go to Kobe's page over here and I refresh it, I'm supposed to get the messages that they've sent. So as you can see, this is the message over here. And if I come over here, it says that what, hi, how are you? And I can also go ahead and reply, I am doing great. Thank you. I'm doing great, thank you. So I can just send it over here, and he or she can also receive it on the other side. So that is what basically how it works. So as you can see, this is Kobe's own. You can reply, you can click on more, copy text, mark as favorite, delete. It works perfectly just like normal chatting system on your website. So guys, this is how you can be able to add chat also on your website. All right, so our next one, so now that we've added verification, we have our chat system. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add the terms and conditions, or the terms of service. So I'm going to go over here and then look for the terms of service. So I'm going to go to the home page, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and then click on this terms of service over here, and I will just copy these terms over here. I'll just copy these terms over here. So let me copy this one, and I'm going to come back to, let's come over here, and I'll click here and then exit to WordPress. All right, so I'm going to go to all pages, and then I'll look for terms of service over here. I'll click on edit, and you see there's nothing over here, so I'm going to just paste this one over here. All right, so what I'll do is I'll just delete this one. I'll delete this one, and it's going to be something like this. Okay, so I'll click on save over here, and now we have our terms of service. So if I go to the incognito mode, click over here, and I click on terms of service, you see now we have our terms of service over here. Okay, so now it's looking great, it's looking perfect for me. Now what again, now that we've added our terms of service, you can do same for your privacy policy and all those things, so that when somebody is logging in or creating an account, the person can be able to check all those things. Now let's go ahead and add one more thing. So the last thing that we want to add is to add a shop. Okay, so we want to add a shop page to the website. So if you look at this particular one over here, when you go to the news feed, you see that there is a shop, there's a shop page over here. I'll show you how you can be able to add this links also over here. So let's go ahead and add a shop. To do that, we're going to add another plugin, and we're going to add what we call WooCommerce. Okay, so for those of you who don't know WooCommerce, I have done a lot of videos on how to create an e-commerce website on WordPress, and WooCommerce is the go-to plugin for creating an e-commerce website. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and search for WooCommerce, and this is the plugin that we're going to use. So we're going to click on install. As you can see, it have over 7 million plus active installation, with nearly 5-star rating. I'm going to click on activate to activate the plugin, and we're going to do some quick onboarding settings. So I'm going to say set up my store. Just starting my website, and the website name is Vibely. The country, I'm just going to say what type of product. Let me say, just say digital product, or let me just look through and then say other over here, and then yeah, I think everything is okay. I'm just going to click on continue. All right, so now I will just untick these ones because I don't need them. I'll click on continue, and they will set up my store for me in some few minutes, and I'm ready to go. Okay, so now that our store is set up, as you can see, if you go to the pages over here, there are a lot of pages that have been created for us. You look at it over here, you see that we're going to have cart page, checkout page, my account page. We also have the shop page also over here, and that is it. We've added a shop to our website. Now let's go ahead and create some products. So let's say we want to create a product. You hover on product over here and click on add new product. All right, so what is the product name? So let's say I want to sell some web design templates. So I'll say maybe let's say university website template. Okay, so you can give a description for it. You can add a product product image over here. So I'm going to just go ahead and then just look through and see if I have that particular this particular product image over here. So I'm going to just use this one over here, and then I'll drag it inside this one. Let me come over here and also use this one also, and then also drag it inside over here. Okay, so I'll set it up over here and click on this one and choose this one, and then if you want to learn how to create this particular template or particular website, I have we've created it in the video in our channel over here. I'll leave the link in the description for you, and then you should be able to go ahead and do that. Now this is a downloadable thing, and it's a virtual, so that there will be no shipping over here. You can set a price for it. So let's say this is $35, and then you can even set a sale price for it. So if let's say this is $35, but you're selling it, let's say $25. Okay, so that is it. Now you can add your files that they will download also to it. So you can choose the file to it. So let's say this is the the file that they will download. So I'm just gonna go ahead and then put this file over here. All right, so I'll just I'll say maybe download university template. Okay, so you can set the download limit, the expiry limit, and all those things, and then you can even give a short description for it. And now over here you can give it a product category. So these are what website template, so you can add it to it, and then we can go ahead and publish it. All right, so we have published our first product over here, and that is it. So as you can see, congrats to you for adding your first product. So we are good to go. Now that we've added our first product, now let's go to BuddyBoss over here, and we're going to go to ready launch over here. So click on ready launch over here. We're going to go through the ready launch settings and then do some few settings also over here. So over here we did these settings, we've already done these settings over here, but where we want to go is the pages and sidebars over here. So as you can see, you can add some sidebars, okay, for complete profile, for latest updates, for recent blogs, for active members. You can all do those things over here. It will appear on your left side. So if you look at this one over here, you see that this is the complete profile sidebar over here. So you can do same also on this particular website. So with this one, we don't have any sidebar, so it's showing full over here, but you can get a sidebar so that all your things, this one will shift a little bit over here, and this one will show over here. So one thing I realized is that when I activate this thing, I cannot deactivate it again, and I don't understand, and it only activates one over here. So this one also is for member profile, and this one also is for group and about. So you can just use about the group and group members. So let me try with this one, because I did for this one and I have not been able to deactivate it, and I don't know why. Okay, but let's go to, let's say, active members also over here, and I'll activate it. So the settings is saved. Now let me go to, let's say, complete profile also over here. So you see it says what something went wrong, okay, which I don't really understand why. And this is the thing that keeps what keeps saying. So all of them says things went wrong, things went wrong. So complete profile is there, and then let's go to this one also over here. It's the same thing, something went wrong, and go over here, and the same thing, something went wrong. But let me refresh the website and see if something really did went wrong. So I'm going to go to pages and style, and as you can see, the about worked, active member worked, but all the other ones did not work. The group members did not work, okay, complete profile did not work, right? But if I had done complete profile first, the active members will not also work, and I don't know why. So I'm going to do it once again. The same thing, something went wrong, okay. And let's say I'll do complete profile also again. Something went wrong. All right, so now that we are through with this one, I'm not going to waste time over here. I just want you to have a fair idea of what you're going to face. Maybe I don't know whether it is me or whether you face it over there, but that is a fair idea of what you're going to face. Now over here, this is the side of the website, this particular links over here, okay. So you can decide to deactivate some of them or activate some of them, okay. It depends on what you want to do with it. So like I said, depends on what you want to do with it. You can decide to deactivate some of them or activate some of them. And then with the link over here, okay, this is the link. It will come over here. So if you come over here, this particular links over here, you can add your private link. So over here we can add the link title, which is a shop, okay. We can add a shop, and then we can add our shop page, right? So I'm just going to copy this one and then paste it over here and say shop. This will go to our shop page so that people will be able to go to our shop page easily. Now of course you can add so many links, like you can see I've added I've added blog also to it, okay. So you can create a blog page and then add it also to it, but I'm going to leave this one as it is. See, the same thing happens over here, something went wrong. But let's refresh it and see if something really did went wrong. Let's go to menus over here. See, it is still there, nothing went wrong. So I don't know why it keeps telling me something went wrong, but nothing went wrong. But with the pages and sidebar, like you can see, it did not work. Only this one worked, all the rest did not, and this one worked, all the rest did not work, okay. So basically I think we've added our shop. Now let's go to our newsfeed and refresh the website over here, and then see if we're gonna have, you see we have an active members over here as we wanted. So whoever is active will show over here, and you see we have our shop also over here. So when you click on this one, it's going to take us to our shop page, and this is our shop page for the website. Now our shop page says what, coming soon, okay. We can remove this coming soon from here. You can either click on change visibility settings, and it's going to take you to the back end for you to change the settings. So this is the coming soon. Just go over here and click on save changes. Now if you don't know how to change it, or if you don't see that thing, that link I clicked on, you can basically come to the back end of your website, under WooCommerce over here, click on settings, and then look for site visibility over here, and then come over here and change it to live, okay, and then save it. And that is exactly what you have to do. So now that we've done this one, let's go ahead and then visit our store. Let's visit our store, and as you can see, there is nothing like coming soon over here. All right, so now we can go ahead and then go ahead and see our website over here. So this is the website links that we are, the website template that we are selling, and we can go ahead and click on add to cart, and that is how it works. If you want to go back to the newsfeed, we can click over here and go to our newsfeed, and we have our newsfeed also over here. So guys, I think we are done with all that we have to do for the social media website. I thought I was going to spend more time over here, but God willing, it's been fast and it's been great, and I hope this video helps you to be able to create all your social media website, kind of group website, you know, community website, any kind of website that you want to create. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe. We are growing together. Okay, please subscribe. Thank you. See you in the next video. My name is Kobe. Thank you. Bye bye.